Wolfman Lewis, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for stopping by. Here we are, another episode of the NFL Head Coach New York Jets Series Season 2. Our man right there, Sam Carson. If you missed any of the episodes, you're available here on the channel in the playlist. Also available on the channel here in the playlist is Season number 1. Going around the round table after a loss to the Patriots last week. Here we go. We're not hurting badly on defense, or too badly on defense.
Hey,
We didn't really do much defensive last week, so you need to try to pep talk or something. They out-hustled us. Work with those backs and get fired up. I know you can do it.
All right.
Small trust stop or trust
I
drop.
appreciate your time.
I don't have any answers for that poor run defense we had last week. Folks, for the first time, and I can't tell you how long, Eric Mangini has something to say other than about the defensive line being great, and me just simply telling him, simply put, they couldn't get through that nasty D-line you assembled. Folks, we have to tell him your lack of effort embarrassed us. We need
I don't think so.
to see more improvement. First time we've scolded Eric Mangini.
let's have a quick wrap.
Considering starting John Gregg over Jason Fabian. All right, you know what?
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Let's make you happy.
Coach, listen to this.
A poor performance last week. Let's try to figure it out. Our backs looked atrocious. Figure out how to make them
That's
better.
not gonna work.
And we got,
I'm busy. Let's do this.
we do have a couple men hurt if you care. See, I don't like that attitude. The Browns beat lost to the Chargers, rather, on Monday night. 17-14. All right, folks, you know how the plan goes, or how the thing goes. We do our game plan in a few, what'll be a few minutes for us, will be just a few seconds for you. We back at you in just. All right, folks, we are back. We got Nicholas Adden here. And we're going to take a little bit of time to go over the information for our next opponents, which is the Chicago Bears. The Bears. Here we go, folks. Grossman has a arm strength to make any pass. He's probably has the strongest arm in the league. You know what? We go. These are about the same. These are actually the same every week, I think, as to what they say. Jones has outstanding vision, sees the ball before it develops. Thomas Jones. Osin Muhammad has amazing intelligence and awareness. Not many receivers know the ball like him. He makes the quarterback's job easier by catching everything that's thrown at him. Brian Urlacher, we know all about Brian Urlacher and what he did back in this time. He has an elite speed. We have their center. He gets beaten by the rush, does not offer much protection in the running game. All right. Brown is their left guard and a great pass blocker, although he's getting older, his skills have not diminished. Their tight end, John Gilmore, very aware player. He shows really good speed for a tight end. He has excellent hands. Jeff Blake, he still can sling it deep. Mike Brown makes the tackles he's supposed to make. You can't talk about what is it? Gunalai? I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. You can't talk about him without mentioning the word speed. Lance Briggs. We all know Lance Briggs. At least I remember Lance Briggs back in the day. As it says right there, he possesses amazing speed. So, Michael Green. Great speed allows him to cover a lot of ground. Tight end. He mentioned the word speed. See, they're just basically about the same thing. We go back to Rex Grossman. Don't look at the defensive breakdown. Let's take a look at the keys to victory. Our first goal was to assure Our wide receiver is the best he could be against quarterback number 1. Our starting quarterback is concerned, assure he is prepared. Our starting halfback could have a great game, assure he is prepared. Wayne Trebet is starting for our injured receiver. Get him ready. That's what we need to do. We need to get him ready. As always, folks, we go into this next game against the Bears. We go in against the Bears. We go in against them very... we look at the options, so to speak. We look at it to make sure that the Bears aren't going to outplay us. So we got to get our team prepared. We go in all teams trying to be as prepared as possible.
You have time to talk?
Coach, let's scout the key players on the Bears.
Fine.
Thank you for the recommendations. We'll do it. Bears should be... the Bears should be right here. There they are. The Bears. Let's scout Michael Haynes. They scouted Rex Grossman and Jeff Blake. We don't need to scout anybody there. What's their other halfback besides Thomas Jones, Cedric Benson, Adrian Peterson? And that's not, I don't think that's the Adrian Peterson that we know. I'm not sure. Scout him. Ty Jordan has been fully scouted. Let's go with Mark Bradley. Kind of interested in what their strong safety has to offer. Let's see. Okay, we know about Mike Brown, their strong safety. Let's go with Todd Johnson. I'm sure he'll be in there a few plays that Brown is not. Let's look at Hillenmeyer. Let's look at Chris Harris. Let's look at Tank Johnson as well. And then Tommy Harris. Alright, there we go. So what we're going to do here, folks, before we end episode, we're going to take a look at a couple things. My squad is good to go. Those tips you gave me, those guys are ready for whatever situation calls for. That's the running backs coach. All right. So there is our running backs coach. He is ready, or he says his boys are ready. And we'll find out if his boys are ready come game time now, won't we? So we're going to take a look real quick at the NFL. We have LeVar Arrington, who recovers his 10th fumble. Holiday visits. Officials to conduct annual holiday visits. Okay, so we look at the NFL, the entire NFL. Seahawks are at 10-2. Pats at 10-2. Undecided on all this here. Undecided on us. You see, come in at 8-4, taking on the Bears. 6-6 is the Bills, and 4-8 is the Dolphins. We have to win this game, folks. We can't start dropping games. There's just no. We really cannot drop games because we'll be in dire trouble if we drop at least one or two more games because the Bills are right on us. The Bills are right on us there, even though they're a couple games behind. They're still right on us. A couple of losses gets us out of second place and maybe into third place. The Bears come in at 6-6. It's pretty much up in the air here for the actual rest of the season as to what happens with us in the AFC East. We're not going to sit on the Bills. That's for sure. I don't think we're honestly going to catch the Patriots and be number one in the division. I don't see that. But we do have a tough schedule. Make no bones about it. The Bears over there at Soldier Field. We do take on the Dolphins, which, like I said, even though they're 4-8, I don't see them as a slouch. I see them as coming in and really playing to try to win. We play them at East Rutherford. Then we play against the Texans, which I don't see them as a slouch as well. And we play against the Dolphins again to finish out the season. I don't see them being a big. I don't see them being being ones to hold out. The Dolphins, like I said, or even the Texans for that matter. Matter of fact, we'll look at the Texans. The Texans have lost 3. I think they've only won 2 this year. 2. Yeah, the Texans have only won 2 games this year. Or this season. No, the Texans have won 3 games. I'm sorry. They have won 3 games, so they're 3-9 and they are out of the playoffs. But just because they're out of the playoffs doesn't mean that they are a team set on. So we know our goals. You know, we went over them there at the scouting. Folks, I tell you, this is going to be a crucial game. We need to win it. No doubt about it. If you're new, scratch the claw marks to the bottom right corner of your screen. Come in with a Wolfpack family today. Stiffen body to the bell icon. Become part of the notification squad. You never forget to put a like to the video. It's much appreciated. We will see you in the next episode, which will be that game against the Bears. I had to think for a second. Remember, always stay hungry like the wolf. Wolfman Lewis. I am out.